Hello, 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 everyone. It is officially time for lunchtime chatter. It is officially time for lunchtime chatter. I am taking a moment to share this out as you guys come on into the room. As you come in, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Terrell Ebony, your life and business strategist and the CEO of Find Your Purpose. I am also the executive director and founder of the Misunderstood Youth Development Center. I am a national empowerment speaker and a co-author and author. I know I seem a little distracted only because I am trying to share this out whilst I am talking to you. So I'm trying to multitask here, right? As you guys come on in, please share this out. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I am so happy to be with you guys. It's lunchtime chatter time. Hey guys. Hey Marsha. I was just sharing this out, so I know I looked a little distracted, but I'm here with you guys. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here with you. So, today, we are going to be talking about building your empire, empire. For most of you who know, this weekend I was at the Boldly Empowering Entrepreneurs Conference, hosted by Miss Sade Waidu here on Facebook, and it was known as the BCon. I was so happy. People like Marsha was in the building. I told you that if you have not had an opportunity to go to networking conferences, you should absolutely make that a part of your 2017 to-do list. Find a networking conference that you can go to, a business networking conference that you can go to, and definitely join. Especially, you will see a lot of your Facebook friends there, and you can actually meet them for the first time, and that is so wonderful. I have met even one of my clients. I have a virtual client that lives out in Mississippi, and I was able to meet her for the first time this weekend. So it was really, really good meeting her. Shout out to Teresa if you see the replay. And I learned a lot of valuable things, and that is one of the great things about going to these conferences, because you learn a lot, you get to meet a lot of interesting people, and you get to see certain things that you may want to do for yourself in the future, right? So that is one of the great things about going to the conference. So the BCon was fantastic. It was Friday and Saturday. It was actually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I went Friday and Saturday, and we had an amazing time. This morning, I had the honor of being a keynote speaker at a junior high school graduation. So y'all see I'm a little dressed up more than normal. So that's why I'm dressed up. I love to support our youth, and the keynote was amazing. So that's what we're doing. So today on Lunchtime Chatter, building your empire. That's what we're going to be talking about. So I have some key nuggets that I want to share with you guys. Building your empire. It is so important that you guys start where you are. Be who you are. Start where you are and be who you are. That is tip number one. Start where you are and be who you are. I know that you're going to be on Facebook, and you're going to be on Periscope and Instagram, and you're going to be seeing everything that everybody else is doing, and you're going to be like, oh, I want to be able to do this, and I want to be able to do that. And at some point you will get to that point, but right now you may not be there. Hey Carrie Ann, thanks for joining. It's Lunchtime Chatter. You may not be there right now, and that's okay. So you have to start where you are. If you're at the ground, don't try to be all the way up at the top, right? So you're building your empire. It's not built already. So understand, building has to start from the ground and work its way up. The people who you are watching and the people who you are idolizing, they've been doing this for a while. They didn't just start. They've been doing it for a while. So it's right that they are where they are and where they're supposed to be. So you have to, kind of build your foundation so that you can get to that point. And there's nothing wrong with that. So give yourself permission to take your time. Give yourself permission to creep before you walk, before you run. Give yourself permission to be realistic in your goals. That is so important. Be realistic in your goals and take your goals one step at a time. So and that's number two, understanding the process. Understand that there is a process to building your empire. It's not all going to happen overnight. There are steps to this thing. There are levels, there are layers, and you got to start peeling them back one layer at a time before you get to where you are supposed to be and where you want to be. You have to understand that there is a process. That process sometimes are going to have some good days. It's going to have some bad days, okay? And I want you to embrace them all. I want you to embrace the good days and the bad days, because those bad days are learning experiences. Those bad days are going to help you to appreciate the good days even more. Those bad days are going to give you, when you overcome those bad days, it gives you the confidence that you need to say, well, you know what, if I, jumped over that hurdle, then I can jump over the next hurdle, and I can jump over the next hurdle, and I can jump over the next hurdle. And that happens to us a lot when we're in business. It happens to us a lot in life, and we're constantly jumping over these hurdles. But that's because there is a process, and it's a learning experience. And every time that we do something that's great, we should celebrate it, right? Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. So that's why you guys will always hear me asking, I think it's on Wednesdays, like, what's happening? Celebrate your wins. Tell me about your wins, but also tell me about your struggles, because those struggles, you have to overcome them in order to get to the win. So don't sit there and just, hold it into yourselves. Don't get weary in well-doing. Don't get frustrated to the point where you want to give up, because it's only a part of the process. Okay, it's only a part of the process, and we've all been through it. The biggest person that you idolize has been through it. Okay, so while you're building your empire, and like I said, I want you to be authentic in what you're doing, but I also want you to look at what everybody else is doing, or should I say, pick 2 or 3, because you don't want to get confused by looking at everybody, because then it'll just be chaos, and you won't know what to do. You'll get very, very confused, and then you won't do anything at all. So pick 2 or 3 people that are doing what you want to do, and I want you to follow them. I want you to stalk them. I want you to look at exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, when they're doing it, why they're doing it, who they may be doing it with. Look at all of those things and take from it and make it your own. Say, well, okay, I can do this, or I would want to do that, so that this way you have a benchmark. You have a benchmark, but remember to do it on your level and in your time. It doesn't have to be copycat. It doesn't, and it shouldn't be copycat. It should definitely be a Marsha or a Carrie Ann original. You have to be able to put your own spin on it. And putting your own spin on it might be, put an additional slogan to it or something. Put an additional recipe in it. Adding something that is going to be significant to who you are and what your brand is. So I hope that's making sense to you guys. So if I'm saying anything that's resonating with you, definitely comment in the chat, comment in the chat, so I know that you guys are there. I know that it's resonating with you. If you have questions, definitely put that in the chat too, so that we could talk about it. I am here to serve you guys. I'm here to give you strategies. So if there's a specific thing that you want to build out right now, if there's a program, if there's a service that you want to build out right now, and you are struggling in that area, put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. We can do it right here on lunchtime chatter. Okay, that will make it so much easier for you, because I am here to serve you guys. Yes. Okay, so the other thing that I want to tell you is to start small. Start small. Don't think that you have to start big and everything has to be, grandioso. No, you can start small, start at a small level. And this was one of the nuggets that I picked up at the BCon this weekend, right? So a lot of people want to get to that big money factor. What can I sell that's going to make me the biggest amount of money? And that's what you want to put out first. That's actually the last thing that you should put out. You should put out things that are going to have, again, a building effect to it. So you put out a small income, at a moderate level, okay, item, and then you put up something. So it might be, let's just take something for real. Let's say the first thing that you put out is your book. Your book might be, $9.99, and that's an introduction to who you are. It kind of tells people that you are the health and wellness guru. You are the business strategist. You are, the cardiologist, whatever it is your field is in, but you put out this book. This book is $9.99. That's an introduction to who you are. People will purchase that book. Now they've purchased the book. Now they're enticed and they're like, oh my goodness, this book is great. I want to know more about this person. I want to work with them more. Now they up level, or they upsell, or you can upsell them into a higher priced item. So now you might go to something that's maybe $99. Let's say if it's a one-on-one session, and the one-on-one session is $99 or $149 or something like that. Now that's their first session with you. That's their first talking, communicating, engagement with you. So you want to make sure that that you leave a very lasting impression on them, right? So now they want to work with you some more. I like that. I've taken what she's given me, that strategy session that she's given me, and I've applied it. It worked. It's great. It's wonderful. I want some more. What's the next step? So now you have to come up with something else. What next are you going to sell people? Now you got to take it up a notch. So you take it up a notch and you sell them something else, maybe a 3-day course, or, a 5-day course, something to that effect, and you take it up a notch. Then you might have a mastermind that might be a 6-month mastermind. Might be a 6-month mastermind. It might be a 6-week mastermind, something to that effect. But you see how it's building? You guys get the point of what I'm trying to say. You're building your empire, you're building your clientele, you're building your own products and services, and you personally are building, because every time that you go to the next level, you are personally building your own growth as well as your business. Hey Ronnie, how are you? Ronnie says, I'm having an issue with partnerships that's proving to be not very beneficial. How can I remedy this? Get out of the partnership. Tell me what the partnership is about, Ronnie. Tell me what the partnership is about. What is it that you're getting, or what is it that you're giving, and what is it that they're giving? And how is it, how did you expect it to be beneficial? Because if you're going to enter a partnership, especially if it's like a barter where there's no money exchange, it has to be beneficial to both parties. If it's not beneficial to both parties, then we do have a problem, and it might be something that you want to, you may want to back out of, or try to see if there's a strategy. Maybe you can come at it from a different angle where it can be beneficial to both you and the other person. But you have to be able to get something out of this partnership. So tell me a little bit more about the partnership so that we can delve into it and see how we can help. Okay, I'd love to be able to give you some strategies on that. But the first thing that comes to my mind, if it's not working and you can't figure out a way out of it or how to make it work, then you may need to get out of it. Okay, so we have a few more minutes here left on Lunchtime Chatter. For those of you who might be now joining or joining in on the replay, I'm Terrell Ebony, your life and business strategist, CEO of Find Your Purpose. And I am here during Lunchtime Chatter every day, Monday through Friday, from 12:30 to 1 o'clock, just a half an hour, 30 minutes of your time to feed into you, pour into you, answer your questions, and give you strategies on how you can get your life and business to the next level. That is what I do. I enjoy doing it. It is my pleasure to do so. So it behooves you to jump on in and to bring your struggles, bring your pain points. Let us know where you are in your business and what level you would like to get to. Where are you trying to be, so that this way we can try to help you out. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk to you about, which is similar to what Ronnie was saying, is collaborate or hire help. When you're building your empire, you need to collaborate with people or you need to hire help. Don't think that you can do this thing on your own. It's just not feasible. We cannot do this by ourselves. If I did not have people that I can call and ask for support and run things by, I would probably lose my mind. If I didn't have, if I didn't know who to go to when I need graphics, I use Fiverr, I would know what to do. Why? Because graphics is not my thing. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to learn how to do it. There are some people who are very gifted in that area. I'm not her. I am not her. I know my lane and I stay in it. And that is why we need to collaborate or hire people to help us do what we need to do. If you can barter with somebody, meaning you give them a service and they give you a service. So in my case, if you do graphics and you want to do my graphics, I was actually speaking to a young lady about that last night, where you can come in and do my graphics, help me design my website, and I will give you some business strategies for your business. It is a win-win situation for both parties. Bartering is very healthy, and it is a great way to collaborate and build new relationships with people, as long as everybody feels as though their services are equal and everybody is getting what they say that they're going to get. So it has to be fair on both sides, and everybody has to be able to gain something from it. Okay, so that is basically my last tip. So I just want to run through it real quickly for those of you who are joining in late or watching the replay, kind of in the middle. So the first thing that we talked about in building your empire is really creeping before you walk and being realistic in your goals, being realistic to where you are in your business, owning where you are, starting where you are, and being okay with that. Don't feel as though you have to measure up to the Joneses, or you have to compete with the Joneses, or compete with someone that's doing the same thing that you're doing, because you guys may be at different levels in your business. And wherever you are in your business, that's where you need to come from that point. Come from and stay in that lane until you're ready to elevate. Stay in that lane until you're ready to elevate, and don't be afraid to take your time doing it. You have to creep before you walk. Remember, number 2, that there is a process in all of this, and if you try to circumvent the process, I guarantee you it's going to flop. If you try to circumvent the process, I guarantee you it's going to flop. It's like taking a cake out the oven before it's ready. It's just going to go poof. Okay, it's going to, that's exactly what's going to happen to it. So you want to make sure that you're building a solid foundation. You guys know I'm very big on that, making sure that you have all the pieces to the pie. Do not try to circumvent. Creep before you walk. Make sure that you have all the pieces, and if you don't know those pieces, go do your research. Do your research, do your homework, ask questions, get the pieces that you need, so that this way your cake do not flop. Your cake will not flop if you have all the right pieces, I promise you. But you have to make sure that you're in a place that you're ready to hear and receive what's being said to you. A lot of people, they say that they want to do a business and they want help and they want this and they want that, but then when the information is coming to them, they're closed. So you have to be open to receive the information that's being given to you. I personally went through that, where I was closed. I didn't want to hear what was being said to me. I wanted it done my way because I was the one in charge. I just wanted it my way. Okay, you can't always have it your way. Not if you really want it to work. Sometimes you just have to sit back, be easy, listen to what's being said, digest it all, and take it best from people who have already been there, who's been doing it. Those are the people that you should really be asking advice from. Now, if you asking advice from Pookie on the corner that really hasn't run a business, they may not know what they're talking about. But if you're asking somebody who's been in business for 10 years and you're now starting out, not that they know everything and not that what you're saying is wrong, but I would say take take what they have to say into strong consideration. Okay? So the next thing is making sure that you build small products till you get to your bigger product, or have a small service level until you build to the bigger service level. So you creep before you walk. So you might start off, again, I use this as an example. You might start off with the book, and then you might elevate to a one-on-one session. Then you may elevate to a three-day work session, or a 3-day webinar. Then you may elevate to a 4-6 week mastermind of some sort, until you get to the point where you have, some kind of 6-month or, annual, a year-long, 12-month program. But you got to do it in stages. Give people an opportunity to grow with you, so that they start to know who you are and if they want to do business with you, before you throw the big ticketed item at them. And they're like, well, I don't know if I want to spend all this time with this person in the beginning, right? I may want to just see if it works out. So I might want to just test the waters with a smaller priced item and one that's not too long, because not everybody likes a 6-month, to be in a lengthy relationship. Some people just want, 1 or 2 days. Let's hit it and quit it. Let me get the information that I need and get to stepping, right? Not everybody wants to have that long lingering relationship. So you also have to know who your clients are, and they have to know how you work and who you are. And if there's synergy, then you guys can come together and do some amazing things together. Okay. And then last but not least is to collaborate or hire people to do what it is that you don't know how to do. So own your strengths and own your weaknesses. You're not going to be good at everything. You're not going to be good at everything. And there's going to be some things that you are actually good at, but you just don't want to do it. Right? There's some things that you love, that you are very, very good at, but you do not want to do it. So in that case, you want to hire someone, you want to collaborate, you want to barter, you want to get people to do what it is that you don't have time to do, or maybe that you shouldn't be doing. Right? There are certain things that we shouldn't be doing because we need to be doing other things. We need to stay in our lane. We need to be doing and enhancing our craft. We can't do that if we're doing other things. My own personal example, I tell people I'm not good at graphics, all of this web design stuff, and all that back office stuff. I learn how to do it if I need to learn how to do it, but I need to be focusing on my craft. I don't have time to do that. So I need to hire someone, collaborate with someone, barter with someone to do those things, so that this way I don't have to do it. Hey Rose, you are coming to the tail end of Lunchtime Chatter. Thank you for joining. We're talking about building your empire. In this half an hour, we're talking about building your empire. So please share this out with your people. I'm sure that they can definitely benefit from some of this information. Some of this stuff is some of the things that I gleaned from going to the BCon with Sade Wayadu. If you guys are not connected with her, I definitely suggest that you join her group as well, the Greater Living Mastermind, here on Facebook. It is an amazing group with amazing support systems and a lot of great nuggets for you guys to get when you are starting a business. And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to tell people about other people's groups and other people's business. It's not going to take anything away from you to share to share somebody else's stuff out, even if they do similar work to you. It's not going to take anything away from you. So definitely go in. I'm not afraid to tell you to go into Sade's group, the Greater Living Mastermind. Definitely go in, get all the great nuggets that you need, because when you're great, you're going to come out and you're going to make someone else great. And that's what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to go out there and produce and be the great producers that you were meant to be. Okay? So I am going to close out now. I thank you guys for joining Lunchtime Chatter. We talked about building your empire. If you have any other questions about building your empire, I will ask you to go to my website, www.teroebony.com. You can set up a discovery session with me, www.teroebony.com. Set up a discovery session with me so that we can talk about helping you to build your empire. Let me know where you are, where you were, where you are, and where you would like to be. And for those of you who are unaware, we are starting our I Am a Producer tour this weekend in Georgia with Rose Stevenson, the Confidence Builder. We are going to be in the Atlanta, Georgia area. This Saturday. It is not too late to purchase your tickets. It is not too late to purchase your tickets. You can still go to my website, www.teroebony.com/I am a producer to get your tickets if you are going to be in the Atlanta area this weekend. We are going to be tearing it down. We are going to be tearing it down. There's going to be a lot of great nuggets on life and business strategies. I am going to personally be putting it down, so you guys do not want to miss this. Next month, I will be in Houston, Texas. In August, we'll be in Sacramento, California. In September, we're hitting Jacksonville, Florida. In October, we're going to be in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, and back home here in New York, New York in November for the finale. I am already, just so that you guys know, I am already talking to a number of people about 2018. So if you want me to be in your city, if I did not name your city in 2017 and you want me to be in your city in 2018 and you would like to be a host for that city, definitely reach out to me. Let's have that conversation because we are underway already with planning for 2018. So with that being said, I want you guys to go out and have a very, very productive day. This is still the big, basically the start of the work week. We are still at Tuesday, and I want you to have a very productive day. If you need any help, any strategies, any support, definitely reach out to myself or anybody in the group, because that's what we are here for in the I Am a Producer group. For those of you who might be watching on the outside and you want to join in on the fun and you want to become a producer, you can definitely do so by going to www.bit.ly/I am a producer. www.bit.ly/I am a producer. On that note, I will bid you guys adieu, and I will talk to you tomorrow, 12:30, lunchtime chatter. Bye bye, guys.